Alright, so this is going to be the finish of the Southern 500. I am not able to get the stream up and loading. We had disconnection about a half hour ago. I tried for a half hour. PlayStation Network servers are either down or YouTube is acting up and it doesn't want me to broadcast the rest of this race. So, we'll just go ahead, finish the broadcast offline. Hopefully, we don't have issues with the championship race later today, and hopefully the rest of this video is out before the championship race in a few hours. Again, that race starts at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so hope to see you guys then. But for now, let's finish the Southern 500. So to pick up on about the 10-15 laps you guys lost, probably closer to 10 laps that you guys did not see, we unfortunately had another issue. It was not our fault though, as Eric Almirola and somebody else went spinning ahead of us. We had nowhere to go. There was a gap, and then the gap closed up very quickly, and Almirola slammed right back into us. So we've got even more damage to the front nose of the car, but we have to be committed to staying out and getting every single point we possibly can. Probably looking at our worst finish of the season, assuming that we still have to hit the pits one more time, along with everybody else. They're going to have to hit pit road, obviously, before us, but we are just running at such a slow pace right now compared to everyone that this doesn't look good. Contact there with Landon Castle again. But yeah, this is not been a very good race on my behalf. I mean, there's just nothing we could do about it, unfortunately. Just gonna have to deal with it. It's been an ongoing trend throughout the course of the race today. We got 78 laps to go. It is a real bummer that we had to finish the race off with the broadcast offline and during the live stream, so it's weird for me having to do this. I haven't really done it before. But yeah, it's just, we had so many views during the course of the video. It's got to be one of my most viewed live streams. You guys were enjoying it throughout the course of the race. We had a lot of action going on. Fortunately, not only disconnection to the servers, but we're still disconnected more than a half hour after the fact. I tried to upload it. I'm sure you guys, if you do have notifications on YouTube, that you probably got notifications like 5 or 6 times that I was trying to upload it, and it just, I could not get a picture. It was not saying I was on air, so I'm thinking it's probably a YouTube problem, not a PlayStation service problem, because it's just right in the middle of the stream. But whatever the case, yeah, again, hopefully we don't have issues later today. We don't have to postpone that championship race, because unfortunately, if we did have to do that, it would have to be postponed until Thursday at the earliest. Be the next time I'd be able to do it. So hopefully we can get it out and get it on as planned as originally, but just gonna have to work with what we've got. So the only thing that could happen here that could give us a shot to win this thing still is Kurt Busch having an issue. He is more than a lap ahead of second place. We can cycle ahead of second place out of the pits here. Obviously, again, we'd have to take the right side tire pit stop at some point in time before the end of the race to shorten our last stop off. But it's not looking good on our behalf. By the way, if this race ends up if it ends up coming on live anyway, because I don't even know if the broadcast would technically be streaming or not. That would be weird. But if it did, hello to everybody tuning in. Not going to be able to look at the comment section, but hopefully you enjoyed the first 3 quarters of the race. Just unfortunate the last quarter of the race has to be ran like this. Again, we had so many people watching at once when this happened. We had so many people watching periodically throughout the course of the event. Oh, into the wall. Oh boy, 3 wide up the middle, sandwiched in. Oh, Larson gets loose now. Making the save, but he had to use our car in the process. We got another car up in smoke just up ahead. And into the wall. Trouble. It's Daniel Suarez back onto the track, back in front of us again, trying to get to pit road, and around he goes. Almost drilled him as well. More chaos. Now Suarez was in position ahead of us, so that should move us into the top 5 eventually. And we really need Kurt Busch to get involved in an accident, though. That is the only shot we've got. Again, we can overcome 2 laps on second place, knowing that they have to pit again. But I don't think we're going to get 3 laps on Kurt Busch. At the most, we can get back on the lead lap. That would be about it. Way ahead of Suarez, though, and I don't even know if he hit the commitment line, to be completely honest, either. Get onto pit road. He definitely would have been close. Suarez was running in the 3rd or 4th position when that accident happened for him. Really one of the first times today between him and Denny Hamlin. They're the only 2 drivers that were actually running inside the top 10 today that had issues, and Suarez was in the top 5 having one of his better runs of the season. Trying to get around Chris Buescher now. Surprised we haven't had an overheating issue with all the damage. We've been running oil temperatures right around 250, but hasn't gotten up to 260, so that's good. We're 14 seconds behind 4th place Kevin Harvick. Contact with Ryan Newman. Getting into 3. Drifting in the center of the corner. Good slide. Keep the car as straight as possible there for Ryan Newman. He hasn't gained much ground of any at all on Kurt Busch. Go. Less than 12 seconds behind Harvick for 4th. Again, we'll move ahead of Harvick. We'll move ahead of Logano. Maybe Eric Jones. But we need Kurt Busch to have an issue. We're likely going to be a lap down still. If not, we're barely going to get back on to the lead lap. And then he's going to be on fresher tires, obviously, and try to put us a lap down again anyway. So Kurt Busch has to get in an accident if we want any sort of shot to win this race. Keep the win streak alive. Even the top 3 just to keep that alive. We haven't finished outside the top 3 all season. I believe even if we catch Harvick easily for 4th here, we would still have a career worst finish. I'm not completely sold on the fact that we're going to repair this damage when we hit pit road also. I think we just might take right sides only anyway, just because we need to save as much time as possible. Especially if the damage is looking like it's going to be roughly 20 seconds again. I'm hoping these guys stay out longer and longer, because the longer these leaders stay out of the pits, the better for us. I think they could take it down to 40 laps to go or so at the most. We're closing in on almost 50 laps left. In fact, they almost have about 50 to go. Kurt Busch is caught in very heavy lap traffic right now too. Maybe that's a chance for him to get involved in an accident. I mean, I'm hoping we can get through and get past him before he gets caught up in an accident, because likelihood of us getting caught up in it again also is going to be a very good opportunity that would happen. Kurt's still stuck on the outside. He's just boxed in right now. But we are coming. Kevin Harvick also boxed in on the inside in the process as well. What we need. Every little bit's helping us out. 54 to go. And try to stay in it. Ooh, off the wall, off of turn 2. Man, we're driving this car hard. We got a car trying to hit pit road, and Kurt Busch is stuck on the outside. Oh no, nobody hit pit road there. It's because the car on the outside. Oh no, Kurt Busch is out of gas. Kurt Busch is running out of gas. He was stuck on the outside trying to get to pit road. A huge issue late. Unbelievable. And now we've got to hustle. Kurt Busch is out of gas and trying to limp it all the way back around. This is unbelievable. After him missing pit road, being stuck on the outside in the lap traffic, and into the side of Denny Hamlin. Racing hard, racing aggressively. We are 2 seconds off the lead. More contact with Hamlin. He's in the wall. We're just trying to keep the car rolling. No give, only take. Eric Jones is in the lead. Kurt was trying to stretch the pit window. He might have been trying to pit a couple laps before that too, but being stuck on the outside, he couldn't do it. He's still on pit road. We are now on the same lap as him. And boy, have the... Or no, we are still a lap behind him. We should be on the same lap as him, though. He's now back to third. So there was one bad move. He was able to get it onto pit road eventually, though. Not only getting onto pit road, but he has now come all the way off pit road again. There definitely was more time gained. That is for sure. There's Jones now in the pits. We're now one lap down. And there's Logano on the racetrack. Car up in smoke. It's William Byron. He's going to get onto pit road. No, it's Jamie McMurray. McMurray up in smoke. Byron was also on pit road, but he was not the car that was in smoke. 48 to go. There's Eric Jones. We are just now going to cycle in front of him, so we're just a little too far behind Eric. That wasn't even for position either. Running in deep. Into turn 3. Contact with Hamlin. And back in the wall again. We are kind of bullying Denny a little bit, but we are trying to drive this car as hard as we can and keep it going. Now, how long can Logano go? And how much ground was Eric Jones able to catch on Kurt Busch having that issue? I don't think he gained enough, obviously, to get back into the lead. Truex just came out of the pits now. He's going to be a lot faster than us. Contact from behind from Eric Jones. Again, though, we are not totally sure if when we're gonna have to hit pit road. Kurt Busch has cycled back into the lead. Logano is on pit road. We are just trying to hold off Eric Jones as much as we can. That's just costing him more and more time. Logano's still on pit road, by the way. And he's just coming out of the pits onto the racetrack. I believe that is Joey, and now Eric Jones in the wall. Trying to squeeze to the outside as we got tied up the track right into him. And now it's time to bring it on to pit road. Eric Jones has gotten around us. Got to pit anyway. Got to make sure we don't miss the pits. And we didn't speed either. 2 right side tires. Can't repair damage. It's too much damage to repair. 1 can of fuel just to be safe. Go a half round of wedge. take out of the car also, kind of loosen it up because of how tight it is with all the damage. Although we'll just we'll keep it the same. Take it right sides only. He's probably gonna loosen it up enough. Should be a quick enough stop. 8.4. 1 lap down. Will likely be 2 laps down. Yep, we're gonna be 2 laps down. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's not far behind. They are 2 laps down, so we did gain a little bit of time, but obviously he's going to be faster. He's got 4 fresh tires, we only got 2. Plus we have a ton of damage on top of it. But we're just trying to survive to the finish. We're in 5th. Daniel Suarez somehow still cycled ahead of us. He is 9 seconds ahead. Kurt Busch is coming. Here's Byron. Oh, contact. Byron got into the back of us. Get around Ryan Truex. Kurt Busch trying to get on by. He is right behind us, trying to put us 3 laps down. Got to hold him off as much as possible at this point in the race. We're in the top 5. We can't go another lap down just in case Kurt gets into an accident. Trying to block and hold him off. Kevin Harvick in the mix as well. Harvick's 4th position. Oh, we got trouble. Up ahead, it's Eric Jones hard. Or not Eric Jones, it was Ryan Truex and Brendan Gaughan. Ty Dillon in smoke as well. Heavy contact to the back of Brendan Gaughan. And way more damage than we have had on the car up to this point in the race so far. We've got to keep the car on the racetrack. Nowhere to go to the inside to miss it. Barely missed Joey Gase, but then we ended up slamming into the back of Brendan Gaughan. We can't bring it into the pits to give up the top 5, even though Harvick's right behind us for position also. Oh, Keselowski's got heavy damage too. Oh, Brad tries to move us. Harvick squeezing around us also. And Kurt Busch trying to close the gap again. I thought there was trouble behind us because they were slowing up, and the next thing you know, there's actually about 3 or 4 cars spinning in front of us. Again, we had nowhere to go. We're trying to block off the one of Kurt Busch as much as we can. There's contact. Busch gets loose. Great save by Kurt Busch. He's got a 1-lap lead on Eric Jones. Again, we are trying to block him again into the wall. There is contact. Oh, Kurt just bounced it off the wall now. Now we got Boyer in the mix. Three laps down. Somehow we're not overheating still. I don't even know how. Thankful that we're not overheating. We're only going to lose spots. Perhaps. We're still quite a ways ahead now. I don't even know how many accidents we've been in at this point. It's every bit of 6 or 7. Half of them weren't even our fault. There were other accidents we got caught up in, just nowhere to go. This tight racetrack in Darlington. This will be a racetrack I'll have to remember in the Xfinity Series. It's a very tough race. Logano in third. Try to block him off, just in case he gets into an accident a little later. Oh, he tries to squeeze up the middle, just no room for him, a little contact. They're already side by side with the Benedetto. I don't know how we got that good of a run on Matt, but we did. Off the wall, and now down into the side of Logano. Joey making contact. Oh no! Reddick sends it into the corner now. And Logano survives despite banging it off the wall multiple times, and now here comes Aaron Jones, who I believe is in second still. Despite all the mayhem that has gone on here in this one. All these leaders have survived to this point. It's going to be our worst finish of the season. The win streak going to come to an end. They're running way off the pace, just trying to let these guys go at this point. Only guy we're going to consider blocking is Kurt Busch, with him being in the lead, keep him going a lap down, and then that's if he catches us. And obviously the guys we would have to race for position behind us, Mark Truex Jr. and Eric Almirola. Oh, LaJoy just sends it into turn 3. Gives us a bump, didn't move us. He ended up getting loose himself. Now we're running way slow because we can run full throttle through 1 and 2 and kind of gap the cars behind us again. Can't really do that in 3 and 4 though. On the brakes at least a little bit. Late block there on Larson, but Truex is in the mix. You got to keep Truex behind us. Larson going to go to the inside. He's going to get around. Truex is who we're battling for position. We are a lap ahead of him, but I'd like to keep it that way. Long as possible. He's got a very good chance to catch back up to us again by the end with all the damage that we have had here in this one. that was a late block. And around goes Truex. They stack up behind. That wasn't the smartest move. Suarez in fourth, gonna get on by. I do think Suarez might have to pit one more time for the end of this race, so we might be able to get back into the top 5. Joey Logano might have to pit still too. I don't think he does. No, he pitted after Kurt Busch had even. I mean, unless Kurt has to pit one more time, I guess you never know, but I think they should be able to make it. Wouldn't that be something? Eric Jones ran roughly 5 to 10 laps longer than Kurt Busch every single run. Eric Jones able to save enough gas to win the race, and Kurt Busch can't. It'd be unbelievable. Hamlin around the outside. Already 3 laps down again, about to go 4 laps down for the first time today. We have 20 laps to go, but a little less than that because Kurt Busch is the race leader and he's behind us now. Still got a few lap cars in between us, but for the most part this is where we're running. Got a lot of drivers at DNF to this point. Not even fast enough to stay with Joey Gase down the straightaways. That's how much damage we've got. Kevin Harvick, driver, were racing ahead of us in 5th. Already caught back up to us again. Kurt Busch is coming also. Kurt obviously trying to put Harvick another lap down. Now we pass Joey Gase. Harvick to the inside, got to block him off. Got to block him and Kurt Busch as much as we possibly can. There goes Harvick. We got the race leader right there, getting tight into the side of the 4. They're trying to drive it in deep. Got a car up in smoke hitting pit road. Daniel Suarez in the 41 is the driver up in smoke. That's another position. Kurt Busch will sneak by on the outside. David Reagan on the inside. And that should be able to move us back to the top 5. Now we just need 4 more drivers to have mistakes like that. Yep, back into pit. Suarez still up in smoke on pit road. Wonder if he's going to be able to get back out there, or is his day done as well. At least we might survive and keep our top 5 streak alive on the season. It would still be a career worst finish. There's Truex. We blocked him off there. We'll let him go this time. Try to pay him respect to the end of the race after taking his nose off and him wrecking, because now he might not finish in the top 10 because of that. He could have been battling for the top 5. Suarez seemingly is back on the track. He's about 26 seconds behind us. He's got a shot to get us by the end of the race. For sure, especially being on 4 fresh tires now. I mean, if we could finish top 5 of this junk of a car, though, I'd be saying something. Logano in 3rd. Closing in on us. All the way up near the wall, holding them off for now. Got one through, 3 wide. Benedetto really checked up. Logano just squeezes by on the outside. Just so many cars out of this race. Been lucky enough to make it. We are going to have to score everybody from 2nd to 4th point standings. 5th and 6th are going to outscore us here. But we got a big points lead, and the guys that, again, are battling for 2nd in points, we're going to beat them. Hamlin had issues earlier. He's still behind us. Alex Bowman's been out of the race since the beginning. Bowman came into this race 2nd in points, and then Keselowski came in 4th. Trying to get to the end. Limping it around, just driving it out. We got 5 laps to go here in the Southern 500. Kurt Busch won't put us a 5th lap down here. And Suarez is catching us. In the last 5 laps, he has gained about 12 seconds. You can bet we're going to battle for 6th really hard, try to keep this top 5. Every point matters. Even though we got a giant points lead, that could matter as far as clinching a race earlier or not. So we'll battle hard for 5th if Suarez can get to us. It'll be close. Ooh, they're really tight off the exit of the corner there for a second. 3 to go. Eric Jones is now caught up to us. In 2nd, barely able to block him off there, and now Jones gets loose trying to drive it through 3 and 4. 2 to go. 2 laps to go. Kurt Busch over a 1-lap lead. He's just trying to make it to the end of the race at this point. We'll hold off these faster cars. Suarez is still coming. He has gained so much time. He was 26.5 seconds back. Actually, I think he was about 27 seconds back. Now he's 6.5 back on fresh tires again. He doesn't have any damage like we do. And we're coming to the white flag. I don't think he's quite running 5 seconds of a lap faster, although he could be. Oh, contact there with Eric Jones, and now Kyle Busch. A little contact with him getting into turn 1. Oh, Busch is sideways, and around goes Kyle Busch. Oh man, they just missed him all the way to the inside. He's able to correct it and get it back going. Great save. Suarez is coming loose into turn 3. Here comes Daniel Suarez, but he's going to run out of time. One more lap, he would have gotten us. Top 5, Kurt Busch wins the Southern 500 here at Darlington on the 15th in NASCAR video game history. Unbelievable. Jones did finish on the lead lap. I guess he was a lot closer after Kurt Busch ran out of gas. Right before going into that final run of the race. 3 hours, 15 minutes total time on the race today. The second longest race of the season here today in the Southern 500. It was a wild one to say the least. We finished 4 laps down in 5th, but again, Kurt Busch wins, Eric Jones 2nd, only 2 drivers finished on the lead lap. Logano 3rd, Harvick 4th. Again, we were 5th. Suarez 6th, Kyle Busch 7th. 8th was Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin finished 9th, and Eric Almirola rounds out the top 10. We'll look at where your favorite drivers finished as we go down through the field. We'll check to see how many DNFs we had here in this one. Yeah, we had a lot of them. Castle was still out there at the finish. We had 11 drivers DNF. McMurray, Stenhouse, Menard, Ware, Elliott, McLeod, Tipp, Bowman, Hemrick, McDowell, and Jimmy Johnson finished dead last. The first driver to DNF 7 laps into the race here today. Again, our win streak comes to an end. 15 wins in a row. Man, it was a good run. Kurt Busch 5th in points. He now has a win. We only won 2 of the 4 Crown Jewel events this year, though. But nevertheless, you see Logano, your Daytona 500 winner, 7th, your Southern 500 winner, Kurt Busch in 5th. We do gain a little bit of a points lead on Hamlin because he did finish in 9th. We finished top 5 and 5th, our worst finish of the season. Take a look at where your guys' favorite drivers are in points right now. Still got a few more wild card races left in the year. Of course, with the short tracks and the super speedways, even the road course at the Roval could be a wild card race yet. We have almost a 200-point lead, but not quite. So just over a 3-race lead on Denny Hamlin as of right now. Fastest lap of the race ran by Kurt Busch. He led 316 of the 367 laps today. Just complete and utter dominance here in this one. And David Reagan started 36, finished 22nd. He was on the move. Stenhouse finished 31st in this race despite qualifying 12th. That is going to be it for this one. For more daily NASCAR content, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's race commentary video in general. Not only for the end of this one, but as well for the first half that we had earlier today as well. Go back and watch that. That's where a lot of the action ensued. We were just basically pacing it around, trying to finish as good as we could because we did not have a car that can compete here these final 80 laps, at least after the Eric Almirola incident that you guys unfortunately couldn't see either because there was 10 laps missing in this race. But otherwise, we might have had a chance. Regardless of the fact, especially with Kurt Busch running out of gas. Jones was able to catch him. I thought we could have cycled ahead of Jones if we wouldn't have had more damage on the car. Because I think we could have cycled ahead of him and got back on the lead lap. And because Jones only finished about 8 to 9 seconds behind Kurt Busch, evidently might have had a shot. But nevertheless, that is going to be it. And I'll catch you next time. Championship race later today, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Not sure when the rest of this video will be uploaded, hopefully soon. And I'll see you later.